There's a shortage of court interpreters in Monterey County and across the Golden State right now, and that lack of translators is putting a strain on the system. KION's Jonathan Sarabia spoke with working interpreters and the Monterey County court officials about the effect this is having on our diverse community.
A Spanish language interpreter that's assisting today, if she could identify herself for the record.
Across California's courtrooms, court interpreters are essential for non-English speakers. They help people, both defendants and victims, communicate and express themselves before a judge. Vice President of the California Federation of Interpreters, Janet Hudick, says there is no fair access to justice within the judicial system without them.
Interpreters are the ones who actually are the bridges that help the courts uphold the rights and dignities of those that are accused of any crime or anybody who wants to use the justice system.
According to the Monterey County District Attorney's Office, all court proceedings are in English, and there is a great demand for accomplished interpreters in the region. In a statement to KION, the Monterey County District Attorney says if a defendant and/or victim witness doesn't speak English and there is no interpreter to assist with the translation, there is no way for the victim or the witness to provide evidence through testimony and wouldn't be able to participate in his or her own defense. The demand in Monterey County is even greater given the county's large population of indigenous people who work as farm workers and speak different dialects.
In Monterey, for example, we might have one interpreter interpreting in Mixteco to Spanish, and then we need a Spanish interpreter to interpret from Spanish to English.
The current shortage is putting a strain on those working with the judicial system. Germán Garibay is an interpreter for 3 separate courts in Monterey County, and his time is stretched.
We have too many people that we need to be interpreting for. We just try to do it as fast as we can, right? Because there is no other way to do it. Like if I'm working in 2 or 3 departments on the same day, I have to bounce from one to the other.
The California Federation of Interpreters attributes the shortage to the level of education required and low salary. And she says that since 2017, they have been denied a salary increase.
Majority of them are women. Majority of them are Latinas. Compared to other court staff, interpreters have to fight about 3 times harder just to get at the level of other employees in the courts.
Monterey County Superior Court's Executive Officer Chris Rule calls interpreters essential to providing meaningful access to justice. This year, they have used interpreters in 18 different languages and dialects, and they currently have 9 full-time interpreters and 2 part-time interpreters. And since January of this year, 20% of nearly 1,200 criminal cases have required an interpreter.
As long as our need for contract interpreters is more than the amount of interpreting than a staff interpreter could do, we will hire another interpreter because the need is there. The whole state of California is divided up into 4 regions. The interpreters in our region are paid more than the interpreters in any other region in the state.
In Monterey County, court officers are going to high schools to promote their work and educate students about the importance of interpreters. According to census data, there are over 10 million Spanish speakers in California, and under California law, free interpreters are required in court. Jonathan Sarabia, KION News, Channel 546.